The crane, the wolf, the bear and the boar no longer dwell upon these shores. You say the goddess and god have gone, but I tell you they live on, for in the cities and hills and in circles of stone, the voices of the old ways, the spirit of Albion is calling you home.
Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of the British Pantheon. Today we are doing the goddess Brietta, also known as the High One, or what's easier to pronounce, Bridget. She's a very powerful one. I've done tons of videos on her because she pops up in like every single Celtic pantheon basically. So we've talked a lot about her already. So I'm not going to go into detail as much on her because there's other videos on her that I've done. So basically, here is her titles, alternate names and spellings, and symbols. Enjoy.
Goddess Bridget, peace weaver, healer, poet, queen, melt the snow and bring the spring. Saint Bridget, gold bender, keeper of the flame, blessed Imbolc, we sing your name. 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 Goddess Bridget, keeper of the flame. Goddess Bridget, peace weaver, healer, poet, queen, melt the snow and bring the spring. Saint Bridget, gold bender, keeper of the flame, blessed Imbolc, we sing your name. 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 Goddess Bridget, keeper of the flame. Bridget, so beautiful. Bridget, so powerful. People of all paths will gather round to sing your name. Bridget, so beautiful. Bridget, so powerful. People of all paths will gather round to sing your name. Goddess Bridget, peace weaver, healer, poet, queen, melt the soul and bring the spring. Saint Bridget, gold bender, keeper of the flame, blessed Imbolc, we sing your name.
Hello, and hey, welcome back to Goddess Brietta. I hope that you enjoyed her music. That's actually music of her, which is very cool. She is the goddess of like 17 things. As I have said, we have done her before as Goddess Bridget, Goddess Bride. She's known as a lot of different names, but she is very famous in the Celtic pantheon. Saint Bridget, which is really easy to pronounce, so I'll just be calling her Bridget as one of her alternative names because it's easier for me to pronounce. So anyhow, she is goddess of 17 things. She is goddess of flocks, cattle, water, fertility, poets, smiths, agricultural, home, rivers, Huron, victory, sovereignty, file, childbirth, inspiration, animals, and the hearth. And her sacred animals is the bull and the cow. Her sacred colors is white, yellow, black, and red. Her elements is fire and water. Her Sabbath is Imbolc. Her associated planet is the moon. Her representations is the triple goddess, the spear, the green mantle. Now, let's go over what we talked about. What's really surprising to me is that she's goddess of fire and water. Usually those elements do not work well together, but some will say they do. They make steam, which actually is used to heat things. So that kind of makes sense also. But she's mainly known as fire, since her name is the Flame of Ireland, or Keeper of the Sacred Flame. It's basically the eternal flame of life, and they actually use that flame all the time in the Olympics. If you ever notice when they light the flame, the eternal flame on the torch and stuff, that's a representation of the goddess Bridget. Now, since we've done so much about her, goddess of flock, she's goddess of many animals, goddess of many things of creativity, muddles, growth, animals. She's very that of the goddess of healing and of motherhood and protector of children, and animals, which I really love her because of that. She's very close to me because of those reasons. And the bull is kind of unique. You don't hear that much, but cow as well. Excuse me. You hear cow a lot, and a lot of the pantheons too, but the bull, not so much. Her Sabbath being Imbolc, which is basically named after her in so many ways. Imbolc has all her symbols, the fire and everything. So Imbolc is basically her Sabbath and was made for her alone. There may be some debates on that, but Imbolc is very popular for. Her associated planet that we talked about was the moon, because her representations being that of the triple goddess. And, so yeah, again, her story is wonderful with how she, again, I will make reference to the movie The Mist of Avalon to go see that movie. It will explain so much. She was basically taught as a mortal by, a goddess, Morgan, and then, taken away, and some stories say that her brother was actually, King Arthur, and her brother, King Arthur, was taught by Merlin. So, the British tradition, that is more found within her. So anyhow, That is what she is. Those things are. Now, who holds an incense is Angelica, Blum, Blackberry, Oak, Cowslip, Fennel, Flax, Goat's Woo, Mugwort, Haythorn. Now, a lot of those orbs we listed are very easy to find, easier than you think. You can find a lot of them in your local grocery store, or even going outside finding these. They're very easy. They'll grow in a lot of places, especially hawthorn around Christmas time, or you know, as us pagans call it, Yule. And flaxseed is pretty easy to find. So is fennel. Blackberries is easy. Oak is easy. You know, a lot of these are very easy to find. And anyhow, whole muddle is goddess Dawn, muddle of the gods. Whole fuddle was god Dagna, fuddle of the gods. Now her lover or husband was god Bliss, god of fertility. And we did him in the other pantheon of the gods. So go back if you want to know more about him, or the gods that I mentioned have already been done. Now, she had 3 children by these names. Now, this has been it for Goddess Bridget. As I said, if you want to go to ones that I have already done, like Goddess Bride, for example, which I have a lot of information, please go check that one out. Anyhow, again, this has been it for God Bridget. The next one is the very important one in the British Pantheon, Goddess Britina, which is named, the Song of Britain is named after her, Great Brittany. So anyhow, this has been Rainbow Pagan, and I hope you enjoyed this. Bye.